is Mugafula Shiri.
Hi.
The experience so far as a father has been quite a journey because it has been good, enjoyable, and let me say God has really been kind to me.
My experience as a father has been a very good experiences. The father, to be a father, it's a thing of joy. I will also say to be a father is an achievement. An achievement, if as a father you have goals, you have objectives, things you want to achieve as a father, and so when you see yourself achieving those dreams coming to pass, well, I'll say it's been a good one for me.
To the glory of God, my experience as a father has been wonderful. Because the Lord has helped me by His mercy to be a good husband to my wife and a good father to them.
Well, being a father has really been a very wonderful experience for me. Getting home and then there's a little beauty. There's one little beauty that is running up to you, happy that you're back, and then there's an extra person who you're willing to do everything for and go all the way for. So being a father has been a very beautiful experience. Very beautiful experience, I must say.
I must say, being a father has been one of the most rewarding and humbling experience of my life. It has taught me patience, sacrifice, unconditional love, and the most important of leading by example. And then also watching my children grow and develop their unique personalities bring me immense joy and realization of how deep God's blessing is, in the life of these wonderful creatures called children. So that has been my experience as a father.
Fatherhood has been one of the most stretching and most blessed and most rewarding experiences of my life. Right. It's taught me about love in a very practical way that I wouldn't have been able to understand except I experienced it. Right. It's different from the emotional love that people say you're supposed to feel. It's taught me about the love that makes you want to protect, makes you want to sacrifice. That feeling where you say you'd rather burn the world than see anything happen to your child.
Challenge as a father is, I want to say, is the responsibility of being a father, because it requires a lot, and if you don't have God backing you, you may not be able to really overcome those challenges. Thank you.
Well, my greatest challenge as a father, I would say, to an extent, at times, looking at the economy of the nation, as a father, you have a lot of things you want to achieve as a father, that this family that God has helped me to bring together. What are the things I can do to make sure I give my family the best that is expected? When you look at the incomes you have, you want to achieve a lot with it, and then everything that due to the nature of the economy, what you only achieve lately, you said, by God's grace, I believe with good planning, you can achieve whatever you want, even though it's not at a goal over the time you can achieve. But as a father, it looks like a challenge to you. You want to give the best to your children in terms of academics, in terms of giving them what they need, and that will make them stand tall among their equals. So those are big part of the challenges. But by the grace of God, they are sorted.
In Nigeria of today, to be a father fall for so many challenges. One of the challenges is finance. Nearly everybody knows what we're going through in Nigeria today. If you are not able to manage your home well, finance will be a greater issue. Others that can be an issue, God has been helping us through the grace of God to train our children in the way of God.
Well, the challenges have been, I won't say numerous, but of course they've been there. One of the major challenges is balancing work with, the fatherly responsibility. There's one other person you're thinking for. There's one person you're thinking for. And then there's someone you're working for. Someone who has to be happy, who has to be okay. And then being a father to a very young child, you think for that child entirely. Take extra decisions, and yes, it's a challenge, but it's a very beautiful challenge too. And also, of course, as we know, the finance part of it, the financial part of it, where you have to, think about an extra person. But it's one person that you definitely would do everything for and anything for. So as I said, it's a beautiful challenge. So those have been the challenges: creating the extra time and the balance, and then of course being financially there for that child.
My greatest challenge has been the act of balancing the work and then the responsibility of being a father. Challenge of work, and then responsibility of being the father, being fully present there, to guide, nurture, and be that example for the children. As a father, you want to provide for the family as key responsibility that you have. At the same time, you want to be part of their memories, you want to be part of their growth. And so, balancing these two has been one of the greatest challenge I have as a father. Going out there to make the money. At the same time, you want to be part of the children's life. You want to be there, but then when they ask those key questions, and then you have to be sure that you are providing the right answers, why they grow, and that they see you in that growth in their life is very key, and it's been a challenge for me having to to balance that out.
Going to my greatest challenge, I'll probably say balancing work, responsibility, to family, responsibility to your child, right? Balancing wanting to give your child everything they want versus having to enforce discipline, right? Praying for them, teaching them, listening, and understanding that they are just experiencing the world for the first time.
Well, if I could go back in time, I would want to be able to be in a position where I'll be financially buoyant, and also have everything at my beck and call, especially meeting the needs of my household at every time, without having to go through shortcuts or overstretching myself before I meet the needs of my household. So those are the things I would love to do. That is, be able to have. Thank you.
As a father, what will I do differently? Yeah, by the grace of God. Well, I feel, if I will wind back the hands of the clock, just as to reframe your question, I will feel some opportunities I feel I've missed in the past. I will want to grab them with my two hands. Some of what I feel I'm doing now, if I've been exposed to those things in the past, probably there are all things I've not, of course. I would have loved to get those things done earlier than today. So these are things I felt better than when I'm doing that, because I know all those things, bringing them together will help me, make more of a better profession.
If I could go back, what I would do differently is to acquire, let me say, more degrees to my education so that it can give me advantage in the area of the career.
Well, if I could go back in time, one thing I would probably do is to have done it earlier, to have become a father earlier. It's a wonderful experience. It's one that every man should experience. Being a father is a wonderful experience. It's a wonderful experience, because even sometimes you look at the children and you are still wondering, oh, this person actually came through me. So it's a wonderful experience. One thing I would do if I could go back in time is to become a father earlier. Yes, and begin to experience the joy of fatherhood at an earlier time, or from an earlier time.
What I would do differently is I'll be more involved in the growth of my children. I'll be more intentional in big parts of their early years. Being a father and being the provider of the means of survival in the family is important, but more importantly is being part of the conversations, key conversations that go on in the life of these children in their early years, which is, we call formative years. The foundation for them is very, very important, because it leaves a lasting memory in them, and that experience shared with them, is usually priceless and cannot be replaced, by any other thing. So those are the key things that I would have done differently, being more present with them, especially in those their early years. So it's very, very important. I would do that differently, giving another opportunity as a father.
If I could go back in time, probably just say I'll worry less about trying to meet every goal in fatherhood. Right? Maybe worry less. Practically, that's the way I'll describe it. Worry significantly less. Yes, some of the child will get injured. It's not the end of the world. You can't force them into every single thing. So yeah, maybe take time and experience each and every moment rather than worrying about everything you do.
Yes, my message to my kids basically is, they should be God-fearing, they should be hardworking, they should be intentional, and they should be focused and have a purpose for existence, and they should always be a role model. Thank you.
If I have about to send messages to my kids for the future, I will tell them to trust in the Lord and not to rely on their own understanding, because that's what the Bible says. Education is not enough. There's one issue with the so-called word. I don't like to use the word, we say Gen Z. And I remember when we were much younger, there's this singer who sang as a power to them, any one person cannot be in the youth today. You are in youth today. Tomorrow you will not remain in youth, and whatever you use your youthful age to do today will either make or mar your future. I will always talk to my children. I will tell them, see, they are in their teenage age now. You are a teenager now. Use it well. Tomorrow you will not remain a teenager. Whatever you do from your being a teenager today will either make or mar your future. Or whatever you have now, use it well to pay better opportunity for yourself in the future.
Message to my kids: education alone is not enough. Let God do the central everything you do. Because whatever you attain in this time without God, you are nothing. But with God on your side, you can do mountains.
To my kids in future, I'll say, don't worry. Daddy is doing everything he can to, prepare the way, make the way smooth, and then get things ready and give you the best experience of childhood that you can get. I think that's a promise. Thank you.
In the future, my future kids, I will say that, my dear children, always put God first. And in everything you do, put God first. People be people of integrity, be hardworking, stay humble, never stop, learning, because learning is very, very important. And then know that success is not measured only by what you achieve, no, but by the lives around you that you positively impact. That is what is most important. And remember that I love you deeply, and I believe in you, and I pray that you become all that God has destined for you to become. I love you. That will be my message to my kids in the future. Thank you for this opportunity. God bless.
And then for the future, for my child, just want to know I love you deeply. You mean the world to me. I know I'm human and I don't get everything right, but I want you to know that everything I do for you comes from a place of love. And I'm hoping that I'm there to see you grow. I'm there to see you become the person that you will want to be. The best person, the confident person, the person that can take on the world and win. And be wise, love God, be bold, be disciplined, compassionate. Yeah.